I don't know, man. I mean, starting these videos is always the hardest part.
We need to figure out what story we're trying to tell.
Honestly, I think the story needs to come from a hunter's perspective, from a fisherman's perspective. We have to tell the story of an outdoorsman.
Hunting and fishing in the outdoors, like, it could have a different meaning for everybody.
You can't make an impact without going outside the box and going against what's normal.
Don't give up.
Oh, 100% self-filmed. At least one people, they got a cameraman.
Good shot. If that buck comes out and gets to 6 yards, I'll shoot it.
Dude, look how wide he is.
Welcome to another great season of Southern Chaos. Season 2 underway. Yahtzee!
The season ends the same for me every year. I sit and wade through hours of footage, looking for the moments that will best showcase the highlights of my year. With every click of the mouse or drop of a clip, frustration creeps in as I compare the shortcomings of my season to the successes of others. Why do I let this trophy state of mind control the joy of pursuing something I love so much? Will I ever be content? The solitude of the forest is something I long for in this crazy world. It's my time to reset. It's my time to grow closer to God. But it's also time for me to learn my shortcomings as a human. Countless hours of shooting and tuning. Hundreds upon hundreds of dollars preparing for the fall. Arrows, bows, camo, broadheads. It's a sickness, really. Some of my favorite times are hunting with my kids. Oh, the lessons I've learned in these moments are humbling to say the least. They love these times. Not for the same reason that drives me to the stand, but for the fact that they are with me, their daddy. And that's the only thing that keeps my patience in check when the fruit snacks run out during an evening sit. It's not hard to take advantage of the most beautiful sunrise, or the way the leaves depart from their branches. The drive to shoot a deer that is mature and shoulder mount worthy often clouds the obvious beauty of these wonders of our world. The fact of the matter is that as a hunter, I choose to be an example for ethics. I choose to be a provider for my family. I choose to push myself to take the animal that speaks to my heart, not my imagination. Whether a doe or a buck, the taking of their life is an honor and a privilege. My season may seem unsuccessful from the outside, but I feel the ability to walk away with lessons learned trumps antlers on the wall. When unfilled tags are overshadowed by seeing a friend shoot the biggest whitetail of his life, that's humility. When you push aside the selfish desires to take an animal just so you can spend evenings with your children hunting, that's commitment. When you are okay with waiting until next season, that's contentment. We as hunters often need reality checks, and this season was mine.
I eat meat because I think it's weird if you don't. It's something that I've always done. It's something that was part of just an everyday thing. It's something I never thought about. It's as simple as waking up in the morning and going to the bathroom. It's something that you just do every day. Plants eat meat, for Christ's sake.
the beef. I don't think there's anybody back there.
What a lot of people tend to miss in between, like we know, for instance, that it's a cow. We know that it's a cow. You drive by them, you see them in the field. Yeah, it's a cow. Okay? And then you see the other end. The other end is it all wrapped up on the shelves with stickers and stamps and all kinds of lettering and different trademarks and all kinds of different things on the package. But you look under that plastic, it's just a piece of meat. But what you're missing is what happens in between. And for me, I know what happened in between. When I see that deer in my tree stand or on the mountain and I put the stalk on and I shoot it, I know exactly what happens after. I brought it home, I processed it myself with my knives. I put no antibiotics in it. The deer wasn't standing in line on a feedlot getting fattened up. It didn't get sprayed with all kinds of different chemicals. It didn't get fed hormones. It was just a deer that ate clover or grass or corn or whatever it was eating. And then it slipped up. I had the upper hand and the opportunity, and I took him out. I took him out of the herd, and now it's mine. I own it.
Meh.
There's a satisfaction in going out on the mountain, going out in the woods, in your tree stand, and waiting and grabbing your own meat. That's on your property, on someone else's property, whatever. Like, you did that. You did it. You successfully got into the bedroom of another animal's corridor and took him out, took that animal out, and you bring it home. You break it down, and you're eating it.
Beef. It's what's for dinner.
Knowing exactly what was done to it is all in your hands. You have no questions in your mind where it came from or anything like that. It's all up to you. And for me, saving up my paychecks and buying new equipment, buying my new bow, grabbing boots, getting my elk call, it's a big investment for a very, very priceless return of bringing home an animal. If it's a whitetail, all the way up to a freaking 600-700 pound elk, you did that. Venisons are just contained with just so many good nutrients for you and enriched in with them. Like, it's not just a little bit. Like, venison has like riboflavin and B6 in it, niacin. It's just got crazy vitamins in it. Where, like I think it's like 3 ounces of meat from a deer is only like 150 calories. Where 3 ounces of beef is like 270 calories. And the saturated fat goes through the roof. That's why I eat venison.
Growing up in the South, most of the places that we hunt are at or even below sea level. We have grown to find comfort in getting our feet wet chasing after the game we love in the eerie swamps of Florida. We've often wondered, however, what our lives would be like had we been raised elsewhere, say a Midwest farming community or a small town tucked somewhere in the Rocky Mountains. Although we will never know the answer to that question, this curiosity fuels our desire to leave our comfort zone behind in search of new adventures and challenges. Yes, we may be Southern by simple definition, and that word very well describes us. But as hunters, we will continue every day to rewrite the definition of who we are. Last year, we headed into the mountains of Colorado in pursuit of a bull elk. Although we came back with our tags in hand, we did not return home defeated. In fact, we came back with a whole new excitement and respect for Western hunting and could not wait for redemption. This year, we decided to turn our attention to the high country mule deer of the same mountain range. With a 6-hour hike ahead and a climb up to near 10,000 feet, it was time to put our lungs to the test. After spending the majority of our first day hiking, it was time to split up and go find some deer. Our plan was simple: get the first shooter buck we saw on the ground to get the pressure off, and then spend the rest of the week in search of a trophy. Sitting near a watering hole on our second day, I had a decent 4x4 come in on a string. I decided to take the shot. Now, bringing a deer back into camp raised the morale of the whole group. To harvest, process, and consume an animal several miles into the deep mountain wilderness was one of the most rewarding experiences of our entire lives. Although my deer did take a little pressure away from the entire group, Adam had his own demon he needed to conquer. After a snowstorm wiped away Adam's chance at recovering his elk last year, the successful hunt would go a long way towards redemption. One day seemed to turn into a full week, and before we knew it, Adam only had one morning left to harvest a deer. After spotting a nice buck well over 500 yards away, Adam and Sam made the difficult decision to put on a stalk and try and get closer. On the last hour of the last day of our hunt, and with his brother Sam at his side on camera, Adam found the deer he was after. Ironically, the deer came out right next to the abandoned cabin that we found shelter in during the snowstorm last year.
Dude, what happened? You got him, man. It's the last morning. We're going home today.
We came all the way out to this still unfamiliar area with a goal in mind and felt so proud to accomplish it. Now it was time to descend back into the swamps that we know and love, maybe with a little bit of rock embedded in our boots and embedded in our souls.
I've been mountain lion hunting for most of my life now. Because of my father's support, I was able to take my first big tom at the early age of 12 with some of the best known houndsmen in my area. They taught me everything I know about lion hunting, how to size up the track, work with the hounds. There's a lot more to it than most people think. The thrill for me is watching the dogs work. And my old hound dog Hottie and I have been on the trail now for nearly 9 years, and it's a thrill every single time to walk up to that tree and see how excited and proud she is. The mountain lion is an amazing animal and truly the ultimate predator of North America. They can jump as high as 15 feet, and I've even witnessed them bail from as high as 40 feet and hit the ground running. Mountain lion hunting is difficult from beginning to end. There is nothing easy about it. It starts by trying to locate a track fresh enough for the dogs to pick up on the scent, which most of the time is done before daylight. Once you find a track, then the work begins. When you release the hounds, you may end up walking 500 yards or 15 miles. You never can tell until you end up at the tree.
He really wanted to start pulling and tugging hard before you let her go. Keep her on the trail for a while. But as you can tell, she's a totally different dog. See, I mean, look at that. It's barely got snow in it. I mean, I think if this track, it looks way fresher than the one down there that we ran. I'm just gonna see what she does here. See how far out ahead she gets. There, she's back on it. Well, guys, we just turned the dog loose. She is running it. I think this track was made, you know, early last night. This cat's been living in here, so I'm confident that if we just kind of dig in here, we're gonna freshen this thing up. Definitely a mature cat. Don't know how big, but got the Garmin on her here. She's 140 yards that way. I better start a new hunt here.
Now that we've come over the ridge, I can hear Hottie barking in the canyon below us. I can tell from the pitch of her barks that she is frustrated.
Like I said, I can't hardly believe she wouldn't be on something. But I know that other lion track crosses right up there. She doesn't act like she's confused, like she's wandering back and forth. Well, guys, we've been on the trail now for probably 45 minutes since we let her go, and she seems to be working the trail good, although I was on a lion track over there, so. I can hear her. Every now and then. It says Hottie has treed Corey. But now it went away. If she was treed, she should be hammering more.
I can tell by Hottie's barking that she has this lion treed. And after hiking since daylight, I'm ready to see this cat.
I can't believe that I'm really here right now with one of my best friends and his incredible hound dog, Hottie. I'm about to close in on one of the most amazing animals I have ever set eyes on. When I was a young hunter, I was lucky enough to have several encounters with these magnificent cats. These encounters have led me here today. And today is the day that I have my bow on my back and my tag tightly creased in my pocket.
Good shot. Good shot.
Get another one? If I can. This is truly one of the most amazing accomplishments of my life. I can't thank one of my best friends enough for giving me this opportunity. I've learned a lot today. How to track, how to chase, and how to have the will to never give up. Thank you so much for helping me fulfill my dream.
This is definitely one of the best days of mountain lion hunting that I've ever had. I'm so proud of my old hound dog and what a great job she did today. And my buddy Barrett was able to take his very first lion, and we did it as a team. Two weeks after Hottie treed Barrett's lion, she did it again, all by herself. We had an amazing day, and were able to show my buddy David his very first mountain lion ever. So we took a little bit of a risk, wanted to see this thing in a tree, and here it is. As it turns out, it's a mature female, and the female quota in this area right now is closed, so we just get to enjoy the beauty of this animal, take pictures, and just enjoy the hike we had today. It's been just everything you could ask in a lion hunt. 3 great friends, my old hound dog Hottie, and just this beautiful animal. So gonna leash her up here after getting some pictures and head back down to the truck and head out and get us a warm cup of soup or something. But man, this is just what it's all about 30 degrees today, sun shining on the opposite hill, and we're looking at this, so couldn't ask for any more. It's crazy to me how attached we all get to our pets, and what a huge part of our lives they become. I know Hottie sure has. We've seen things together that not a lot of people will ever get to see. I've packed her miles back to the truck after being attacked in a cave, and she's kept me safe when I got us into a dangerous situation. We have each other's back. It's ironic how things work out. After 9 years of hunting, we never had a good picture of her and I. That morning, before letting her go, David snapped this picture of us. That was the last time we were ever on the trail together. Hottie died 2 days later.
still can't believe it.
This is crazy. Yeah, I'm so fired up. You know, one of my dad's biggest dreams coming to Africa was kill Cape buffalo. He killed 5.
So the way I see this hunt evolving into the theme of the heart of the hunt as we've continued through season 4 is that relationship between father and son. My first experience in Africa about 15 years ago with my father, and that has created so many lifetime memories for me. And now that he's not here with me, how I can reflect upon all those life lessons that I learned.
You know, my father was fanatical about Africa. He had been over here a dozen times in his day. Always shared stories of his favorite animal to hunt, and that was the Cape buffalo.
He was first shot, he was over 100 yards, and I shot him in here because I couldn't see him very well. But I shot there, he goes right down. But then he gets back up, and he tries to follow the herd. And the last shot, I shoot him in the neck, break the spine, because he was running.
He was coming.
He was looking for us.
He had taken 5 buffaloes, and every one of them was just as exciting as the next because just the intensity that came with it. Today, this being the 1-day anniversary that my dad's not with me, I really hope he's watching over us, and I'm sure he is, because he's got to be proud once we bring this thing to the ground, and he's got to be thinking I'm crazy right now, because I don't know if he really would enjoy shooting one with a bow or not, but we're going to go out there and get her done.
Now, this freaks me out. Bring a Cape buffalo down with an arrow. We all know they're the Black Death. We all know they're one of the most dangerous animals in the world. We all know they're part of the Big 5. And they're the only animal in the world that when their blood vessels constrict, when they're wounded, it keeps blood in there so they live longer to fight out danger. We had an opportunity in the middle of the hunt to go after a Cape buffalo. Peter's riding around this massive concession and comes back and says, I just spotted 6 buffaloes together. And I would love to go see one.
Yeah, it's a big animal.
I hunted them with a rifle 15 years ago, but I would love to go ride up on them. I haven't been around them in years. The setup on the bow had to change. The approach had to change. Now we're hunting an animal that can hunt us. Our safety had to be number 1.
Jeez, he's beautiful.
I had, for the first time in my life, my heart beating in my ear. That's how intense.
We just saw the buffalo we want to bring down. He is absolutely spectacular. I can't even believe it. I'm freaking out, goosebumps.
So it's quite a prep day to get on this buffalo, and the anticipation's rising. I can't believe we're doing this. We are sighting in the new site. So we are shooting out to 40 yards, 5-yard increments, because we got such heavy arrows.
I'm very confident in Freddie's shooting. We've been practicing quite a bit this morning. They are very aggressive animals. I think I can run a bit faster than him.
I've got a lot of confidence in Freddie.
On the money, huh?
We got it. We're ready. Let's do this, brother.
Today is Freddie's day. He's gonna go after a buffalo this afternoon, so he's gonna have a great day today.
And I am so freaking scared. I can't believe it.
Today is the buffalo hunt. We've spotted a buffalo in a certain area.
Peter was driving around the farm and he spots the buffalo, which we haven't seen for 5 days.
Certain animals around the world demand respect. I had never seen this before on a hunt, like I've seen it on this hunt. Going after the Cape buffalo, one of the most dangerous, meanest, biggest, toughest animals in the world with a bow and arrow.
That's a good buffalo. I'd be real happy with that. That's amazing. Whoa, look at that buffalo. That is unbelievable. Yeah, they're real solid. Yeah, just wait. The one that's walking left. That's a second. Which one? Oh, you're talking about that one?
Yeah, there's another one, yeah.
I like the curl. I like the...
Yeah, 40 yards.
This is the ticket right here.
gone 40 yards.
I hit him right where we needed to, and we broke that shoulder as it went through and hit the other one.
Freddie put it right in the money.
As he's falling and wrestling around, the other buffaloes know there's something wrong, and they run over to him. They start fighting with him, and they start killing him. And we're saying, oh my gosh, what is happening? My buffalo is getting decimated in front of me. They flip him over and they start goring him. And two buffaloes go into full effect of fighting in front of us and killing each other and knocking trees down around us. And we're saying, oh my gosh, what is happening? David makes a phone call and tells the guys to come in via truck and try to run those buffaloes off.
I was battling second, third gear just to get there because he said that I must come quickly.
Buffalo bulls fought with this guy when he was dead because he was the dominant bull.
The survival of the fittest, literally killing each other for dominance.
That is one of the most incredible things I've ever seen.
It's very humbling to see the buffaloes and what a savage beast that they really are.
That is unbelievable.
Oh my God.
These animals are insane.
To have an opportunity like this to kill one of the big five with you with a bow, yeah! It is absolutely amazing. We've been dreaming about this trip for 2 years, and it is better than we could have ever imagined. This was one animal my dad came back for many times over the years. I lost him a year ago today, and I know that he's watching down, and he's the reason why I had this opportunity today. This trip to South Africa was not only a hunt of a lifetime, but it was a life-changing experience for me. And to look at the things in life that you can be grateful for, and to try to let go of the things that need to just pass. One of the things on my bucket list was this Cape buffalo, and I never really dreamed of bringing one down with a bow, but as I came out here and saw there was an opportunity to do so, it was just a little bittersweet moment, because buffaloes were what my father enjoyed hunting more than anything in the world. And I lost him last year exactly on today, June 7th. And it's just kind of, it's one of those things I can have a good memory about this day, knowing that he's watching down. He's the reason why I got this guy. I know he sent him in. I know he must be proud.
The Hollywood Hunter.
Easy to say, harder to live by. One lesson I learned a long time ago, that if you do what you love, what you're truly passionate about, then you'll never work a day in your life. Sure, you're gonna have your struggles, but if you dedicate your soul to something bigger than yourself, an ideal, well, then the rest will just fall into place. I've been making calls for some time now. I began this journey as a kid. Music is nothing but tones and rhythm. Turkey calling is nothing but tones and rhythm. All great musicians prize their custom violin or guitar. We as turkey callers place the same value in our custom calls, whether it be tension, thickness in material, or just a grain of that wood. You know, the most amazing thing in the world is to talk to nature, to understand, to be able to manipulate a wild animal with a simple, realistic note. With every turkey call I made, my thirst for more grew. The thirst for better, the thirst for competition, a grand slam, documenting some amazing footage. My thirst to create, educate, expose others to the outdoors, it grew within me like a fire. It started as a hobby, has been shaped by years of experience. As time grew, I noticed my experience began to introduce a whole new element to my call build. The desire to lay it on the line, compete with the best of the best, tweaking and perfecting, and traveling and sharing all along the way. Excellence? I don't really feel we ever reach excellence. However, it's like a star in a dark sky, something we see very bright, and we feel we can grasp it. I can say I'm living my dream. Are you?
All right, it's Monday of Thanksgiving week, and this weather is ridiculous. It's 35-mile-an-hour wind gust. You know, temps in the lower 20s, feels like zero out. Got a couple inches of snow over a little glaze of ice on the highways, which sucked because my wife's leaving town, so I'll be worried sick about her traveling up to Minneapolis. But basically what I'm trying to do is get out here, get on this high vantage point, and see what the deer are doing in the mornings. And in this particular morning, they're not doing much, so I'm not out here to learn much. So I'm going to give it a little bit more. Then I'm going to drive around and drive up in our lane and get to that shooting tower over by that food plot and just prepare that blind for gun season. That way I can check the sign on the ground up there, pull the SD card. I got a Winpro mock scrape there that's still pulling in new bucks that we haven't seen before. So that's pretty remarkable in and of itself with this late season weather conditions. I hope to get out either tonight, and then maybe tomorrow too. The wind's supposed to really die down. Get out and hunt hard myself for about 4 sits before my wife comes home. Then I'll get behind the camera and do whatever I can possible to get her a buck this week. Buffy King.
It's the afternoon before Thanksgiving, and our time is winding down here, so it's been a good season. We've seen a lot, but just haven't had that right opportunity. So hoping tonight's the night and that the right buck crosses my path. Thanksgiving morning, and Brian and I are just kind of taking down some of our fall decor and putting up the Christmas trees and Christmas decorations, and then yeah, we're gonna head out to Brian's parents for Thanksgiving meal, and then head out to the blind where hopefully we'll see some action like we did last night, and hopefully tonight's the night. It's Thanksgiving afternoon, and Brian and I are in the same spot we were last night, and just spent a great time with his family celebrating Thanksgiving and thinking about all the things that we're thankful for, and certainly would be thankful if I could get another shot tonight at another nice buck. So we can see there's been a lot of action here since we were here last night, so hopefully they'll come back again. Brian just went and checked and he found the arrow, and I obviously missed, so we're just gonna, he unfortunately spooked some deer when he got out, but I couldn't feel right about shooting at another deer if it came by when I didn't know if I hit the other one, so we were kind of stuck about whether to sit or go check, so he did, but now we're just gonna sit and wait because only an hour left and might as well just see, you never know. Worth waiting another hour just to see if by chance something else walks by.
Passion can mean different things to different people. This is what it means to me.
there's deer coming over and like crossing the road and coming up and going to a water hole behind us. Wow.
Middle pin. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna stop her. Meh, meh. Oh. How was that? Should have took time and aimed a little bit more though, but that's okay though. Good try. Here, knuckles. Good try, buddy.
That evening, we didn't come out of the woods with a deer, but I think Hunter left with something a whole lot better. A passion that all us bow hunters have each fall chasing these whitetails, and this dad is very, very proud of that. Everyone misses, I kept telling him, after the 3 previous sits when he had missed 2 bucks and a doe. But still, as we sat in the stand that night, I could tell he was replaying those shots over and over. And little did he know That night was going to be one he will never forget.
Middle pin. Oh! You smoked it! You smoked it, buddy! Oh, yes! Hunter! Knuckles, buddy! Yes! Yes! Sweet shot! Oh, again, bud. Good job! Yes! That was awesome, bud. Perfect shot. Perfect.
It's still in the deer.
I know. Perfect! Yes! That was awesome, buddy. Sweet! Give me a high five again.
As we celebrated after the shot and tracked Hunter's deer, it brought me back to when he was younger. And I was wishing he was old enough to go with me and hunt for the first time. Now, after his first hunt had passed, and he had finally filled his tag, I find myself wishing it hadn't come and gone so fast. The emotion we both felt and the persistence Hunter showed throughout the season made me proud, and I believe I now have a hunting partner for life. To me, that's more exciting than any deer I will ever shoot.
Starting these videos is always the hardest part.
We need to figure out what story we're trying to tell.
Honestly, I think the story needs to come from a hunter's perspective, from a fisherman's perspective. We have to tell the story of an outdoorsman.
Hunting and fishing in the outdoors, like, it could have a different meaning for everybody. Like, this video has to be about us. This video needs to be what we're about.
I completely agree. People need to feel it. They need to feel like they're with us. You know, doing something like this, or doing anything for that matter, you can't make an impact without going outside the box and going against what's normal.
Exactly, and we're not normal, and people are drawn to things that aren't normal, and if people can feel like they're with us and grasp who we are without actually meeting us with this video, then we succeeded. We did our job.
and that break. I'll break it fast.
One key to success.
Yes.
Attitude. Every time that we lace it up, every time that we put on our gear and that we get in the stand, we feel like we're walking into an arena of thousands of people ready to perform on stage. I mean, that's just how it is. That's the way that we go into each hunt.
Don't give up.
If I determine my success from killing a big deer, I mean, I probably should get a new hobby. If everybody's shooting big bucks, or big anything, you know, you're shooting the biggest and the best of anything, nobody's different. So how are you going to separate yourself? You're going to make an impact by your personality. There's so many more emotions that go into the sport. And it's, if you can capture those emotions, the ones that are felt, the highs and lows of the sport, because the sport is a roller coaster. The sport of hunting is a roller coaster. So capturing that roller coaster on film, if you can do that and people can feel like they're with you, that's your success.
Tag and Brag Nation.
You are in the cockpit with Team Tag and Brag.
No, man, I don't see shit.
No! Oh, did you see that? It looked like awesome.
Guess how many deer we've seen this week?
0.
Goose egg. Literally.
Goose egg.
No exaggeration.
Goose egg.
That many.
Goose egg.
Nil.
Goose egg.
Nada.
Nothing.
Shabbat.
I don't want to be in the car anymore!
There's jelly all over the bag.
How is there jelly everywhere? The jelly's in the bag. Bean made sandwiches. Look at the bag that you put there. It's like a loaf of bread. We need some information, so go get it. Go check the trail cameras, okay? Do as I say. Spray your boots off. Put your sun-free pants on. Don't speak. Be quiet. Check the room.
Like a sun-free shower. No, optional today. There's no deer.
I scrubbed down with a little ketchup and mustard. Put a little mustard on here. Maybe that'll help.
Fry up a little grease burger. Have a sangy before you go in the woods.
We're gonna scare away a squirrel.
Put some onions on it. That doesn't matter.
It is a cold, brisk 84 degrees outside. The britches are going to be soupy, the bugs are going to be all over the place, and we are super excited to get in the bush.
As crazy and goofy as Dave and I can be sometimes, we're extremely competitive people, and we take everything we do dead seriously. We're born hunters, and we put everything we have into hunting a mature deer. That's just what we love to do. But the fact is, 99 times out of 100 that we go out there, we're coming home empty-handed. So every time Dave and I get done with a video, we ask ourselves, if we took that harvest aspect out of the video, if there is one, do you still want to watch this video? More importantly, do you want to watch it again? When the answer to that question is yes, that's how Dave and I measure our success.
One, two, three, four.
Drive forward, I just gotta get this off my chest. Yeah, I do. Well, yeah, you're more successful, that don't really mean that you know what's best now. Cause I work hard, man, we're deeper and later into the night now. So how do I keep my cool when nothing that you're doing is doing right now? We're doing right now. So you can go and say just throw it all, and you can go and say straight day. I'll just just throw it all away. Throw it all away now. With it's young now, we'll be missing. When it's gone now, they'll be wishing it was there. How could you dare? And even if you listen, well, it still would have been a mission for you to care. I ain't no fool, I work hard, yeah, real hard until the night now. Till the night now. Well, how do I keep my cool when nothing that you're doing is doing right now? You ain't doing right now. And you say you know best and I say you know worst. Telling us that we're all blessed, I'm telling you we're cursed. Cause I'm just a man, well a man now I get stuck. And I'm only doing your good things, but I'm only getting nothing but bad luck. Getting nothing but your bad luck.
Every morning that we wake up is the opportunity to create a new view. Each one of our views is part of a story. It's part of an adventure. Many stories are just heard, they're never seen. Capturing that story, that view on video for us is priceless. Because now our view, our story, our adventure will never die.